YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy, yo, and this is another episode of the Ballpark Show. I go through every MLB game every day and try and narrow it down to the plays that I personally see the most value in. Today's Wednesday, September 17th. I have 3 games and 4 props at the end, so stick around. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, I dropped my highlighted play of the day. I took the Tampa Bay Rays on the money line against the Toronto Blue Jays. Every time I fade the Blue Jays, their offense shows up. If you told me the Rays would get 10 hits with Pepio on the mound, I'd take them in that spot every time. Somehow, everyone on Toronto's lineup got on the board, and their bullpen did just enough to win it. Final score was 6-5 Blue Jays. We're now 9-11 highlighted in September. You already know what time it is. Let's get back in that win column and start a streak today. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup, we have the Baltimore Orioles in Chicago taking on the Chicago White Sox. O's are minus 123 on the money line, and the total is 8 runs. On the mound, we have Tyler Wells going for Baltimore, and we have Martin Perez going for Chicago. Wells only has 11 innings pitched in 2025, but he's looked sharp. A 2% walk rate, the strikeouts are there, and he has a 2.3 expected ERA. Martin Perez has been serviceable, but the underlying numbers are pretty concerning. He has a 5.2 expected ERA, and I see exactly why. His strikeouts are down to 20% on the season, while his walks are up to 10%. If you're walking half as many batters as you're striking out, you're in big trouble. The White Sox offense has shown a pulse recently, but I think the O's get to Perez enough to easily cover the run line. We're taking the Orioles laying the 1.5 runs as our first highlighted selection. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves in Washington taking on the Washington Nationals. Braves are minus 148 on the money line, and the total is 8.5 runs. On the mound, we have Hurston Waldrop going for Atlanta, and we have Brad Lord going for DC. These are 2 young and inexperienced starting pitchers up against 2 of the most dynamic lineups in the league. When I mentioned Martin Perez walks half as many batters as he strikes out, both of these guys are in that position. High walk rates, low strikeouts, and both give up hard contact. The Braves offense has started to wake up recently. Their last 5 games all went over. I trust the Nationals to give me 3, maybe 4 runs, and the Braves will handle the rest. We're taking the Braves and Nationals over 8.5 runs as our next selection. Let's move. In our last and final matchup, we have the LA Angels in Milwaukee taking on the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers are minus 202 on the money line, and the total is 7.5 runs. On the mound, we have Jose Soriano going for LA, and we have Brandon Woodruff going for Milwaukee. On paper, this is the biggest mismatch on the board. Soriano's been serviceable, but not elite. 4.1 expected ERA and a 10.6% walk rate. Woodruff has been elite and has some of the best advanced metrics in the league. A 31% strikeout rate with just a 6% walk rate. That's what you need, walking 1 batter for every 5 you strike out. He's got a 2.2 expected ERA. I can't fade him. The Brewers lineup and bullpen are leagues ahead. This close to the postseason, I love the spot. We're getting a generous price at plus 105. We're taking the Brewers on the run line as our second highlighted selection. All right, guys, let me get into the props. For today, let's sweep it. First, we're taking Willy Adames of the San Francisco Giants to get 1 run or RBI. Brandon Pfaadt hasn't been at his best this year, so I like the matchup, and Willy's got a 2.1 OPS head-to-head. Next, we're taking Javier Baez of the Detroit Tigers to get 2 or more bases. He's been somewhat quiet recently, but he's got great career numbers against Gavin Williams, a 500 average and a 1.6 OPS. Next, we're taking Luis Arraez of the San Diego Padres to get 1 run or RBI. I expect regression from David Peterson, and Arraez is arguably the best contact hitter in the league. Whether it's via the walk or a base hit, he's getting on the board. Last but definitely not least, we're taking Freddie Freeman of the Los Angeles Dodgers to get 2 or more bases. 5 nights at Freddie's, that's him. He's got a 375 average and a 1.1 OPS against Luzardo. I think he goes yard. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. 9-11 highlighted in September, but I'll get us right by the end of the month. We are 26-20 on every game analyzed, but I'll clean up my best bets. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, yo! And until the next one, I'm going to catch y'all. Peace.